Okay, let's hear from our Coors Light pole winner for tomorrow's 46th annual Geico 500. And that is Brian Vickers. And he drives the number 55 Aaron's Dream Machine Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing. Congratulations, Brian. You're going to lead the field to the green tomorrow. How's that feel?
It feels awesome. You know, I mean, I've always loved coming here. It's been a special place to be able to get your first win here. And yeah, I think it's the first pole for the Aaron's Dream Machine I've had for the Aaron's Dream Machine, which is pretty awesome. So, and this is a special track for Aaron's. They have the Aaron's 499 here, so that's always cool. But you know, honestly, like, I mean, people say this, but I really mean it. All the credit should go to the guys. I mean, they did a great job with the car. Billy had a strategy, and I basically just went when he said to go. And I had when we were about a half a track behind, about a half a straightaway behind the whole field. I definitely had some reservations. I'm not going to lie to you about our strategy, but it panned out. And he did a great job calling all 3 rounds. Roman did a really good job spotting from the top, and I'm just really proud of the whole effort. Hopefully we can keep this Aaron's Dream Machine Camry up front all day tomorrow. We know that's probably not likely. It is Talladega, but most importantly, we have a great starting position, great pit selection, and hopefully we'll be there at the end of the race. And we obviously had a lot of luck today. I mean, the cards fell our way, and you can't discount that. There's no question about it. I think some of it came. I have an opportunity to stay with. This, another reason it's a favorite track of mine is I get to stay with some friends, the Hamers that live not too far from here, and we wanted to build a campfire and have some s'mores last night. We had no firewood and no s'mores. So we drove up the street to Dollar General, got some s'mores, and then I drove all the way back out to the racetrack and stopped on the side of the road and saw Rusty. That's the only name I got was Rusty, to get some firewood. Got 3 loads of firewood, went back and had s'mores, and I think that's what did it.
Great story, Brian. Questions for Brian Vickers. If you have one, raise your hand, and we'll bring the wireless mic to you. Questions for our pole sitter, Brian Vickers.
Not all at once.
Over Chris.
Chris, MikeCatchfest.com. Brian, the last time that you were on the pole, you won the race at Michigan in 2009. How hard will it be to do that tomorrow?
You know, good question. Hopefully we can have the same results. As you know, Talladega is a different animal. I think we've got a good car and a good team. We've had great pit stops lately, and hopefully we can stay out of trouble up front. It's going to be a wild race. I'm excited to see it as a fan. The replays, I should say. As a driver, it's going to be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of strategies playing out. There's going to be a lot going on tomorrow, with guys kind of going all out, going for a win to get in the chase, and some guys playing it safe, and everyone in between, and teams like us, you know, just trying to get in victory lane, and you know, period, nothing to lose. So we're going to try to figure out what that best strategy is. I'm sure it'll change like 20 times throughout the race, and try to be there at the end. I think we're certainly capable of being in victory lane here. This whole team, they've done a great job, but you know, we've got a lot of work to do between here and there.
Go ahead, Bob. You got a question?
Bob Parker, Sporting News. You kind of felt like after Daytona that you got kind of a raw deal. Was this one kind of circled on your calendar at all?
You know, I mean, I think every race is circled on your calendar, right? You know, you want to win them all. I mean, I love speedway racing, and I hated to see Daytona get cut short. You know, I thought we had a shot at a win. We did have a shot at a win there. But that's that. You know, that's the past. You know, today is today, and tomorrow will be tomorrow, and that's our focus right now is getting in victory lane. I don't know that you know, even if we had won Daytona, I don't know if I'd want to win this race any less. So hopefully we can get out there and get it done tomorrow.
Any other questions? Lee? Get her the mic, please, Sam.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. After having the engine issue and, you know, going through all that, when you had a really, really fast car, does this just kind of lift your spirits back up?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's been a bit of a roller coaster for us this year. First year together as a team, first year working with Billy, and it's been bittersweet because, you know, I love this team, and I genuinely mean that. Like the group of guys that Michael has put together, and everyone at NWR for me to drive in this Aaron's Dream Machine has been one of the best teams I've ever worked with, and I've been fortunate to work with some great teams over the years. But I just love these guys, and they work their butt off, and I just enjoy going to work every day. It makes me happy. I've been through a lot, and I've learned the hard way how much you have to appreciate the days you have and the opportunities you get, and to be in a race car going 200, period, no matter what team you're on. But I just really enjoy being with my guys. So, our good day, we've had a lot of good days. We've had fast cars. We've run really well throughout the year. But we've had some rough days, I mean, like you talked about last weekend, we had a fast car and it didn't work out for us. But, we've all made mistakes, but we've learned from them and we're growing as a team. And, we came into this year obviously wanting to win the championship. That's our goal. That's what we do. And that's why we all show up. When that opportunity slipped away from us, it was frustrating. But I still just enjoyed showing up to work every day. It's just a great group of guys. So it has been a roller coaster, but definitely the highs have been higher, and I've had a lot of fun this year. And days like today is what makes it worthwhile. And to see all those guys on that team and how happy they were, and I mean they're the ones that put the hours in. My gosh, I mean they've probably put like 48 hours in, or maybe 70 hours in just this weekend. They show up at like 6 a.m. and they bust their butts, and for them to get some credit for it is important.
Other questions, Brian? For Brian? Stan?
Stan Creekmore with CompetitionPlus.com. You mentioned your crew chief giving you direction earlier. Did he give you direction even before you all got here on what he felt you all might do in this qualifying attempt?
Yeah, I mean, hang on one second. Sorry. He did. He gave me a lot of direction. I just do what he says. I found that life is just better that way. I just do whatever Billy says, and my wife says, of course. But honestly, like he had a great strategy. He's thought through it. He's revised it like 10 times throughout the weekend. And I just trust him, and he, and I think, I'd like to think the reverse is true. Like if I feel sure about something, he's going to go with me. But, he really studied this and how he thought was going to be best. And listen, he did a phenomenal job. He'll be the first to tell you, we had some luck on our side too. I mean, I think unquestionably his strategy and the way he called it, put us in the position, that the luck worked for us. But had the pack not slowed down, we probably would have been in trouble. But that's part of the game, right? I mean, that's part of Talladega. The most important part is that he put a lot of thought into what he could control, and I just listened, and it worked out.